morning, Renee. This is your first video. I'm excited to lead you through about a half hour with a few minutes at the start for quick meditation and then some yoga with focusing on core and lower body to help you achieve your goals. So before we start moving, I invite you to sit in a comfortable seated pose, whether it's cross-legged or legs out if that feels better for you. Then I invite you to close your eyes or just bring a low gaze to the floor. Breathing in and out through your nose. Not trying to change anything for now. Simply noticing the movement and the sounds of the breath. See if you can connect to the subtle movement as the air enters your nose, travels to the back of your throat, in your chest and belly every time you inhale, and makes its way out on each exhalation. For now, just think, I breathe. Don't get wrapped up in the stories you want to tell yourself. I breathe. Try to find some ease in this quiet spot. This is your time to connect with your breath, to connect with yourself. Every time you tune out, come back to I breathe. I want you to slowly start to engage the breath, meaning that you should take more air into your lungs each time you inhale, and then empty your lungs completely on each exhalation. So keep your eyes closed if you can. Just making the breath a little bit larger, creating some warmth into your body, getting ready for the practice. This is the full yogic breath. Feel like your chest and belly actually lifts up every time you breathe in and sink down as you breathe out. Just a few more. I breathe. You may open your eyes, but for now, just keep a low gaze to the floor in front of you. Slowly coming back to the present time. If you're sitting on a cushion, just leave it out. Or if you're sitting right on the floor, I invite you to take a laying down position. So come down right on your back, take any movement to get to it, and lay flat down. Keep the sole of the feet to the ground, and knees up. Arms are either side of the body. Take a bit of a wider stance with the feet closer to the outside edge of your mat. And then try a windshield wiper action. So moving the knees from side to side at any speed that feels right for you. You may decide to move quickly or very slowly. This is your practice. This is your time. Just warming up the spine and the hips. Let's try 2 more times on each side. When you completed that, come back to center and hug yourself. So bring your knees to your chest, place the hands on top of the knees, and hug the knees close to your belly. Press the low back into the ground. Make sure that you're still breathing in and out through your nose. This full yogic breath throughout the practice. Place your hands onto your knees and start to draw some circles with the knees. Keep the circles soft and round. If it feels really good in any one spot, just stop there. Take a break and enjoy it. Maybe the circles are tiny, or maybe they're quite a bit larger. You decide. Either way, come back to center, and then just switch direction. Same movement, other way. Just massaging your lower back, being kind to your body as you wake up today. Again, deciding to keep them small or large. And come back to center. Place your hands down on the mat and extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. This time drawing the circles with your toes, as if you wanted to do small circles in your ceiling. So zip your legs together as if they are moving as one. Point the toes. And again, small circles, or if you feel like you have more of the core strength, start making the circles a little bit larger, as long as they are soft and controlled. If you want a large circle, just reel it back into short circle, small circles, and then switch direction. Small at first. And then larger circles. Using the control, use the abdominals muscle. A few more. And then knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. This time lift your head from the ground. Root your nose towards your knees. Hug yourself, small ball. If you have the space, maybe your hands can even reach on the bottom of your feet. Help you get into that smaller ball. And extend out. So extend the arms overhead, the legs overhead. Just hover over the ground. Few breaths. And lower down. Stretch it all out. Bend the knees again. Drop the arms down closer to your body and legs up. This time we'll just move with the right leg. So the left leg stays straight up the whole time. And you move the right leg up and down. Only go as far down it's manageable, that your low back does not lift off, does not arch. So the right leg up and down. Not swinging the leg. With control throughout the whole movement. Do 3 more. Last one. Both legs straight up, point and flex the toes. Legs are moving together, point and flex. This time the right leg will stay static, pointing towards the ceiling, and the left leg is moving up and down. Trying to bring it as far down as possible. Maybe the heel almost taps the ground, or if that's too much for you, find your variation. Maybe it's only halfway for now. That's okay too. Keep breathing through, in and out through your nose. For 3, 2, last one. Legs up, straight up, and knees into the chest. Just rock from side to side. Giving your back a little bit of a break. Place the left foot on the ground and extend the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Place your hands behind your thigh, or maybe behind your calf, or maybe even your ankle. Find somewhere that you can manage the hold. Take a deep breath, and on the exhalation, see if you can draw this right leg a little closer to your chest. Feeling good stretch in the back of your leg. And then if you want to, you can also lift the upper body up. With your hands, keep pulling that leg in toward you. If you have the head up, just drop it. Let go of the ends, and slowly drop that right leg all the way down to the ground with control. Push the heel out. Bring it all the way down. When the heel touches, just bend that right leg back up. Left leg straight up. Again, hands behind the thigh, the calf, the ankle. Use a big breath in, and on the exhale, see if you can bring that left leg a little bit closer to your midline. Stay here, or perhaps you want to lift the head as well, and reaching the head towards the toes. Drop the head if it's lifted, drop the hands, and with control, aiming the heel out, drop that left leg with control all the way down to the ground. When the heel touches down, reach back up. One more time, legs up, legs together. Start to point and flex the toes. Try to get the legs as straight as possible. And then they will move together up and down. So you can decide on the small movement, just a bit of balancing at the top. Maybe you can challenge yourself. See how far down you go, as long as you can control the movement. Do not use the momentum. Do not swing up and back. Maybe you can make it all the way down to the floor. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. As long as your core is engaged, you're doing the right thing. Breathe through. Use your breath to transition back and forth. A few more. Do for last one. Down, up, knees into chest. Give yourself a big hug again. Lift the head if you want to, if that feels good to you. And drop the head, drop the feet, and just turn to the side of your body. Taking a quick moment to breathe and get ready for the next segment. So come up to your hands and knees. Just do a couple rounds of cat and cow. So place the hands right under the shoulders and the knees right under the hips. Spread those fingers apart into the mat. And then as you breathe in, drop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the tail. As you exhale, tuck in the chin, round the back, tuck the tail in. So transition back from cow to cat, listening to your own breath, letting the breathing pattern lead the movement. One more in each direction. And come back to a flat back. This time curl your toes under, and I want you to lift the knees off the ground, but only about an inch or so. So just hovering the knees over the ground. This is bear pose. Push the mat away from you. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Tuck in the low belly and hold. Three more breaths. Drop the knees down. Sink the buttocks to your heel and take a child's pose. Extend the arms forward, drop your forehead to the ground. Maybe even move your head from side to side. Try to release some of the morning stress, some of the anxiety that may already be being built up. Just take a moment, come back to stillness and enjoy child's pose. Come back to your hands and knees. Watch the foundations, hands on shoulders and knees under hips. Curl the toes under. Get set up for bear. One more time, lift up. Push that mat away from you. Keeping the knee bent, you will transition to downward dog. So I'm not moving my knees. I'm simply aiming the buttocks up towards the sky. So I'm pushing my hands to help me lift up. Just a very soft downward dog. From here, you can pedal the feet if you want to. Stretching out the hamstring, finding some space into your back body. And then come back to stillness. Hold a strong downward dog. The knees are still bent because the legs are not warmed up quite yet. From there, I want you to transition to a plank. I want you to feel as if there's a wave through your body. So you can look at me once and then we'll try it a few more times. So I'm in downward dog, pushing my weight forward into my hand and rounding my back and coming forward into a strong plank. Make sure that your neck stays in line with your body. And then transition back to downward dog. Try it with me. Downward dog. Lift the heels. Round the back. Shift the weight forward. Plank. Push the floor away from you. And again, lifting up the buttocks for downward dog. Don't be too attached about the heels touching the floor. I'd rather you keep the knees soft and the buttocks right up. One more, lift the heels, round the back, shift forward, plank. That's whole plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Then I want you to bend at the elbow. So the elbows stay close to the body. We'll just lower the upper body down. So keep the elbows close to the rib cage. And then slowly bring the upper body down to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Take a cobra, so push your hands into the mat and lift the chest. Use the top of your feet to help you push. So the knees should be lift away from the ground. Chest away from the ground. Hold it. And on your next exhalation, just come back down to the floor. This time, extend your arms alongside the body with the palm facing down. Take a deep breath in and lift the upper body. Aim those fingers towards your feet. Open your heart. Hold it. Hold it. And drop. This time, I want you to interlace your fingers behind your buttocks. So aim the knuckles down towards your heel. And same thing, deep breath, lift the chest. Aim the knuckles down towards the feet. Open up. And down. This time I want you to try to lift the upper and the lower body. So for lower body, zip your legs together. And in the contraction, so a lot of the weight is going to be on your pelvis. So deep breath in, lift the feet, lift the chest. Breathe through, don't forget. Hold, hold. One more big breath. You lift any higher and drop. Place your hands back underneath your shoulder blade. Push yourself up to a tabletop. We'll go back to downward dog through bear. So curl the toes under. Lift the knees off the ground first for bear. And then transition to downward dog. Pedal the feet. If it feels right for you. Or maybe stillness feels better for you. With about 10 minutes left, we're doing good. Start to be warmed up a little bit. So hold downward dog, and then we'll transition back to plank, rounding the back, swishing, shifting the weight forward. Low plank. I want you to start lifting one foot and the other. Keep the legs really straight so you can feel the contraction even in your glute. Lifting one at a time. Don't give up, we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Knees down, chest down. Using the elbows in, all the way down. Uncurl the toe, lift the chest. Push yourself back up to a tabletop, and then to child's pose. So buttocks to heel, arm extended forward. While you are in this child's pose, connect back to your breath. Checking to see how your heartbeat is doing. Are you working hard enough? Are you working too hard? This is your practice. You decide. Let's move on to some side planks. So I want you to place your hands underneath your shoulders, a little bit forward actually. You don't need to be quite stacked for this one. So there's a few levels for that. I'm not sure where your core strength is at, so we'll start with level 1. So the bottom leg, you'll bend at the knee, and then the top leg will be extended out. I want you to lift up to a modified side plank. So this might be a good place to go. I'm going to keep building. I'm hoping that you can stay with me as long as you can, Renee. Extend the left arm straight up. So this is step 1. Step 2, come to a full side plank. So you have two options. You can stack the feet, or place the feet in front of another, or stack them on top of another. So this is step 2. If you're still with me, start some hip dips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With control, drop the hip all the way down to the ground. Turn around, switch side. Start with the foundation. Hand quite under the shoulder for side plank, just a little bit forward. I'll give you a bit more balance. Start with the lower leg bent at the knee. Top leg extended out. Lift the modified side plank. Lift the right arm up. This is a good place to stay. Challenge yourself. Feet in front of another, or stacked is what you're aiming for. From here, if you want to challenge yourself, dip the hips, back and forth. Really squeeze the hips, push it up. Do 3 more. Last one. And hip down. With control, come back to a sitting position. Doing really well, you're almost there. It's going to be time to get ready for work pretty soon. Let's move to boat pose. So place the hands behind the thighs for now. And just open up a little bit. Push your lower body back. From there, lift the feet up. Engage the toes. This might be a good place to stay. Or you can let go of the arms on either side. Just think about opening your chest. You don't want to curl into it. You want to open. Just hold it. Keep pulling your knees in towards your chest. Should be feeling something good in the core. If you're not, you can lean back a little bit more. Find a spot that you feel like you're working. 2 more breaths. Feet down. Take your knees in. Open your chest. Open your throat. Stretch your back. Feels good. All right, one more. Gonna kick it up a notch. Lift the feet up. Engage the toes. So toes come forward towards the shin. Open the arm. So this is really challenging if you want to stay here. If not, moving back and forth. So extending the body out and coming back in. Back and forth. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down. Hug those knees in. Open up your chest, your throat. Fantastic. Let's cool it down a little bit. Place the soles of your feet together. Hands on the ankles, sit tall. On your next exhalation, lean forward. Drop the head down. If your elbows reaches your thighs, use this elbow. Push it into your legs. Help with the openings of the hip. Deep breath in and out through your nose. Every time you breathe out, see if you can tuck in the low belly a little bit more and perhaps getting a little deeper into the stretch. And slowly come back up to seated position. Come back to the mat, laying down. So take any wiggle and movement to get back down to the mat. We'll have 2 more. Finish it up. Bring your knees at 90 degrees. So you're trying to get a nice angle here. Arms are just alongside your body, palm facing down. I want you to dip. We'll start by 1 toe at a time. Or 1 foot at a time, I should say. And then you always bring it back to the 90-degree position. Step it up, both feet. Up and down. Engaging the abdominal muscles with each contraction. 2 more. This time, place your hands behind your head, lift the head away from the ground, and we'll meet opposite elbow to opposite knee. So a bit of a bicycle action, but try to keep the legs fairly low to the ground. It's going to increase the intensity of the exercise. Keep going. For 10, 9, 5 more. 2. Last one. Feet down, head down. Connect your low back into the ground. Take a rest. We'll finish this with a bridge pose and a quick relaxation. You'll have to decide how long you have for the relaxation. So bring the heels fairly close into the buttocks. Take a fairly wide stance, so the feet should be pretty close to the outside edge. Arms are along the body, palm facing down. Push the low back into the ground and then lift the pelvis up. Push your whole weight into your feet. Squeeze in the glutes. Don't let the knees drop to its side. Really keep the engagement on the thighs. From there, you can decide to wrap the shoulder underneath if you'd like to. If you're rolling the shoulders, you can either grab and release the fingers underneath the buttocks, or just keep the hands flat. You decide. Then keep lifting up. Use your feet. Lift up. Your chin should be right to your chest. Lift. Breathe through it. Don't hold the breath or hold the posture. One more lift. And then if you have the shoulders curl, roll them out. Lift your heels up and then start rolling down, but one vertebrae at a time. So upper body, or upper back, middle back, lower back, finally heels. Extend your legs out on the mat and enjoy a few moments of relaxation before you have to get going for your day. Renee, every day you'll decide how long you want to stay in Savasana, final relaxation. I would encourage you to take at least 5 minutes, but I know sometimes it's tough. So here, I'll just walk you through it for a few moments. See if you can let go of your feet. Let them drop on either side. Feel as though your whole body is heavy, sinking onto the ground. Every time you breathe out, see if you can exhale any anxiety, any stress, anything negative. And every time you breathe in, soak up the energy that you created with your own practice, all the positivity that's around you, the energy. Visualize it filling your whole body. Keep moving between inhaling the positive and letting go of the negative. So Renee, stay in this laying position as long as you can, or as long as you want. I'll close the practice on mine, and you can do this when you finish. So once you finish Shavasana, you come back to a seated position. You'll take a deep breath in and sweep the arms overhead. You'll seal the practice by placing the hands together. And then take your time lowering down to your heart center. Connecting the thumbs in the back of your chest, on the front of your chest, I shall say. Close your eyes. Take a moment to be grateful for your breath. Take a moment to be grateful for your life. Anything that's going so well for you, all the changes that you're making, tell yourself you are doing a good job. Full of positivity before you hit the door to go on your way today. May the light in me shine to the light in you, Renee. Namaste. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.